Oakwood's commitment to the health and wellness of its employees will be in the national spotlight when Oakwood nurses are featured on ABC's Extreme Weight Loss television program this summer. Oakwood is committed to educating and supporting employees to help them achieve their personal goals for better work-life balance. Now, with us are three key supporters of workplace wellness at Oakwood who have all played key roles in the success of the 7 nurses involved in the Extreme Weight Loss show. Carla Snyder is the manager of Oakwell, Oakwood's employee health and wellness program. Peggy Manchester is also on the Oakwell team as a health education specialist and coach. Barb Medvik is senior vice president and chief nursing officer at Oakwood. Ladies, welcome back to the Champions of Care. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Lloyd.
Thanks, Lloyd.
Barb, I'm going to start with you. We hear a lot about nurses putting others' needs before themselves. So how does that take a toll over time?
Well, over time, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not really prepared to take care of others. And nursing is a 24/7 job. It's very demanding. So you struggle with taking care of people at work. You struggle with your family and your balance at home. So you've really got to work on it and focus on getting that balance right.
So now is health and wellness becoming more a focus of the nursing profession?
It really is. As nursing has become more and more hectic and very focused on the processes that we have in the hospital, one of the things that nurses are demanding is a better balance. As younger nurses come into this profession that may work midnights or evenings or afternoons or really they're challenged to how do I balance it all? So wellness is a way to get there.
Now, you oversee more than 3,000 nurses at Oakwood, and so when you heard one of your nurses, Trina Miller, had been selected for this weight loss TV program, and the 6 nurses would also be focused on weight loss with her, did you see an opportunity to inspire others at Oakwood?
Absolutely. When Trina came and asked me what would I do if she got selected, I said I'd jump up and down and cheer, because it's a great platform for us to really teach everyone in healthcare what we can do differently to really stay focused on patients and take care of ourselves. And so we've learned that in the journey of these ladies, and we've learned it with Trina, and we've got a lot to share that we're doing at Oakwood that's really making a difference for them and for all of our employees.
And I'm wondering, too, once the show airs, and patients see that, if they were told, maybe more exercise, eat better, will they be inspired as well?
Well, listen, the stories that we've already heard from patients and staff, quite frankly, that have witnessed and seen and heard what these nurses are doing, I can tell you it's going to make a dramatic difference for those patients.
Peggy, you have been coaching the 6 nurses who are part of Trina Miller's team, and she was being featured on Extreme Weight Loss. What was your role as the health coach with them?
Well, my role was really to help support them on their journey to weight loss, but I think more importantly, support them in making permanent healthy lifestyle changes. So we would meet monthly as a group to talk about what goals were going well, what they're learning, what factors were impacting their motivation to stay committed in the long run, and really brainstorm any solutions to obstacles they might be having and really be there to support one another.
Because these women had very different challenges and different objectives. So kind of talk about some of the ways you help with creating goals that suited their needs.
Sure. Well, I think the first step is really awareness. So helping them become aware of what their specific challenges and resources are that they can draw on and what their specific strengths are. And once they become aware of that, how readiness they are to make changes, and then they can take some baby steps. So making sure that they have very specific action steps that they know that they can be successful with, and then building on that foundation for long-term change.
And how do you recommend they measure that success?
That's a great question. I think really success is really measured by what they define as most important to them and how they want to define it. And really a coach can really help a person articulate what matters most to you and how do you want to define success.
How important is it, Peggy, to have that support of a group?
It's extremely important. Research clearly shows that support matters, and some more support can make a difference regardless of what goal you're trying to achieve.
How can anyone build their own team to support their goals? I would think, not just this team that we have on the show that's going to be coming up on ABC, but just our listeners could form teams and do this as well.
Absolutely. You can build a supportive team by really finding other individuals that share a similar goal, really partnering with the right healthcare professional. So maybe it's a primary care physician or a health coach or a fitness trainer, depending on what your goal is. Having people that are committed to taking action and meeting on a regular basis and creating specific action plans on how you're going to move forward.
What is your proudest moment as you see these women make such progress in improving their health?
You know, I'm most proud of the fact that not only have these nurses lost weight, but they've committed to making healthy lifestyle changes that are going to be permanent. And most importantly, they've really shifted their thinking to believing in themselves that, hey, I'm a healthy person and I can do this, and I have the confidence for long-term weight management.
Carl, I want to bring you in. Give us an overview, if you would, of Oakwell and the philosophy behind that.
Well, the philosophy of Oakwell really aligns with our patient approach. We specialize in you. We know that our employees have very unique needs, as Barb said, specifically with the nurses, working different shifts. So one size truly does not fit all. And that's how we've designed our programs. They're not cookie cutter. We really tailor those to the employee.
What are some of the health and wellness offerings that Oakwood provides to its employees through Oakwell?
Our base programming focuses on exercise, healthy eating, and also life balance. Employees can take advantage of a tobacco-free environment, tailored health coaching. On the nutrition side, we have Oakwell Fit Meals in our cafeterias, farmers market, and other nutrition offerings. And then on the physical activity side, as you know, we're all sitting quite a lot as Americans. So we focus on physical activity throughout the day. And specifically at work, we have a program called Sit for 60, Stand for 3. So even at our meetings, if we're sitting for 60 minutes, we get up and move around for 3.
Now, non-employees can take advantage of some of these options as well?
Yeah, we really have some exciting opportunities for patients. We have several weight management offerings that are coming up. We have a group coaching for weight loss. We have Lose Weight Your Way, which Peggy actually facilitates with a registered dietitian. That's in a classroom setting. We have a My Nutritech, where the whole family can learn how to track healthy behaviors and have a lot of fun while they're doing it. And V-Trim is another program that's actually a live web chat session.
Now, how long has Oakwell been in existence?
Oakwell started in mid-April of 2010.
And what was like the catalyst for that? How did that start?
Well, it's funny because we had a group of employees that were very interested in wellness, and we had been delivering wellness services to our customers, but not really doing it for our own employees. So we literally met for 2.5 years. Peggy was one of those people. Paul Conway was our executive sponsor, and we met every other week for 2.5 years. We said, if we're going to do this right, we're going to figure it out now and get it done.
Together, the 7 nurses taking part in ABC's Extreme Weight Loss Program have lost over 500 pounds. So what does that success mean to you when it comes to health and wellness goals?
Well, I think success is really integrating those healthy lifestyle changes over a lifetime. And this team has such a great start on that. They've worked so hard. They've overcome challenges. They've developed a camaraderie. And as Peggy indicated, they have the courage and the confidence now to continue. So I believe that they'll be successful over time.
And, when you start, a lot of us, we know we need to exercise more. We know if we're overweight, we need to lose the weight, and we need to maybe watch what we eat. But we say, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. I'll do it after the 4th because there's going to be that big cookout and I want to eat So, how do you get them started into actually watching what they eat, getting the exercise? It's that first time, and I think once you do it the first time, it kind of you just keep doing it. But it's the first day that's the hardest.
Well, I think Peggy mentioned one critical thing was to take little tiny chunks. Figure out one thing that you really want to accomplish and make an achievable action step. Practice that for a while, get that confidence, and that a lot of times will set you on your way.
Peggy, what would you say to the people who a lot of us, we're in that fast here and now, age now where we want it now, and I want to do better, but I want to see the results right away. And when they don't see it right away, they get discouraged. What do you say to them?
Well, again, I think you have to have patience, and I think you have to be realistic about your goals. So by having specific action steps baby steps, as I like to refer to them, and build on them, that's a wonderful start. So maybe your first baby step is that I'm going to decide that I'm going to eat more fruits and vegetables every day. So maybe your first step is every day I'm going to commit to eating 2 servings of fruit and 2 servings of vegetables. And maybe you don't do anything else but that and walk for 15 minutes. And then once you've mastered that, you can build on that. So it's about starting small and building on your success.
And I think even if you start small and you start feeling the results of that, you start feeling better. And then when you look at yourself and you see some improvement, that kind of motivates you, I would think.
Absolutely. We know that success breeds success. So set yourself up for that success.
Barb, what are some ways nurses and healthcare professionals can lead by example when it comes to health and wellness?
Well, I'm sitting next to my coach over here, Peggy, and she would say those small steps. I usually say 1 foot ahead of the other, one step at a time. Role modeling is the best way. So it's really hard as a patient to hear someone talk about what they should do if that person isn't exhibiting some of those behaviors. So you've got to speak from knowledge, and we can role model best by really talking about making small successes, making good choices, and then really working. There are days when it won't work. Really working in teams to make sure that you can kind of get back up the next day and you can keep going. And
how has Oakwood's commitment to workplace wellness help these nurses do this and these healthcare professionals do this?
Well, I think we have, as Carla said, we did it right from the beginning. Now, what she didn't say is that all of our executive team really had coaches for the very first 6 months that we started this program. We wanted to walk the talk. We wanted to learn how to do this from a healthy perspective. And so Oakwood has built our wellness program, our healthy eating, all of the my NutriTech, all of the strategies are in place for us to be successful and for us to help all of our employees be successful. And we're seeing that. We're seeing it. And this program will really inspire people to try just that one little step that they want to take on and be successful with.
Has the nurses on extreme weight loss inspired you in the work you do at Oakwood?
Listen, you can't not be inspired by those nurses. They work together. They work really hard. They work different shifts. If they're not being successful one day, one picks the other one up and they keep going. It's the essence of really, as a leader, what I'd like to see in our team all the time. We're always all working together to the success of our patients and to the betterment of the patients and community we serve. That's what they've done in their own personal challenges.
Yeah.
And now they're successful at it. Their confidence just exudes, doesn't it?
It does.
It
really
spreads
does.
everywhere. So you know you can be successful.
I want to thank Barb Medbeck, who is Oakwood's Chief Nursing Officer, as well as health coach Peggy Manchester, and Carla Schneider, manager of Oakwood's Employee Wellness Program. Ladies, thank you so much for your insights, and you're always welcome here on the Champions of Care.
Thanks,
Lloyd.
Lloyd.